Good morning, Tom.
We have a gentleman that we had on the show quite a few times before. He's going to disappear from us in another couple of weeks or so, and we want to just have another quick chat with him before he goes. His name is Peter Simpson. He's a dear friend of yours and ours. Peter, good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to have you back on the show. Peter, of course, is the former president of the Greater Vancouver Home Builders Association. You're writing a column for the Vancouver Sun. Graeme and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that.
Sounds great.
Graeme and I talk about hiring a renovator to come over and do the job. You had a column about that. What happens when somebody just shows up at the front door and says, I think you need your front porch done?
Well, I think I'd be very wary of that. People don't go door to door. Other professionals certainly don't go door to door trying to gain work from unwary homeowners. I've preached this song, I don't know for how many years now, but people still engage in the underground economy. They pay cash thinking they're going to save on it, and in reality, they can put themselves in a heap of trouble, both financially and, as we're finding out, emotionally too, just worrying about how to get themselves out of the mess they've got themselves into. When I look at home renovation in the Vancouver area alone, this year, homeowners are expected to spend about $4 billion on home renovation, improvement, and repair. And when we try to quantify the amount of the underground economy of that amount, it's all over the map. And there are some folks who believe that it's at least 30%. And all it takes is one person to say no, and that doesn't happen. So if there's a contractor who wants to convince a homeowner to do a cash deal and the homeowner says no, that's it. It's done. And so we try to educate renovators for many years, and we found it was just like banning firearms. The bad guys are still going to get the guns. So the bad guys are still going to engage in the underground economy. So we changed our focus, and we decided to educate consumers and let them know what would go wrong if they don't deal above board, work with a contractor who is willing to engage in a written contract, clearly spells out the roles and responsibilities of both the renovator and the homeowner, that they have compliance with WorkSafe BC. They have liability insurance, and they're going to take out all the necessary building permits, inspections, and perhaps even some paperwork for home insurance, because all these things are very important. People don't understand that, and I just don't get why they don't. They have to make sure that they're protecting themselves, their families, and their homes.
So if somebody shows up at your front door and, number one, they have a van that's rusted, the doors are falling off, and they have square tires, that should be a dead giveaway right there.
Slam the door.
Slam the door. Call Graeme Huguet over at My House Design Build Team. Graeme, you've gone into situations where you've had to sort of rescue people from these bad renovations.
I think many companies, many business owners from the Greater Vancouver Home Builders Association over the years have been put in that position where, and ourselves as well, where we've gone to a home. In fact, I'm going to one tonight where a lady in White Rock had a sunroom attached to their house, and this was done less than 10 years ago. She's been trying to have that particular company come back and fix the leaks that they've been facing. But on top of that, they had told her at the time that it was not requiring a permit. So she never got a permit, never been attached properly to the house. She has no recourse back to anything, and literally we're going to have to take it down and rebuild it and get the proper documentation and permits in hand. It's always better to do it right the first time. By doing it right the first time, that also means to hire the right people to give you proper advice. I like to save money on my home as well. I'm a homeowner. I don't want to spend more than what I need to. But knowing what I know, I hire the right people to come and give me the right advice on things that I'm looking to do. I do the same thing with my car. I look for somebody who knows about that particular car and that particular engine and transmission and is going to give me quality advice that I can trust, stand behind their work. And the home for most people is their biggest investment, so they should be doing that.
Well, unless somebody owns a 747, their home is probably their biggest investment. And if they're thinking about doing some renovations or home construction, you have an opportunity to get together with Graeme Huguet. Tell us about the renovation seminar.
Vancouver Home Builders Association puts on an event called the Renovation Seminar. The nice thing is it features a mini trade show where homeowners can discuss their intentions with over 30 Renomark renovators and suppliers of home improvement products and services. And Renomark, of course, is a national program that helps compel its participants to abide by a code of conduct. And you can gather all that information on the GVHBA website. There'll be a panel of 7 experts who will be there to guide you through the stages of a renovation, what's included in planning, design, legal considerations, how to select the right contractor, the importance of a municipal permit and dealing with inspections. And then I'll be speaking on the stage and talking about living through the experience, because that's another whole aspect of guiding people through it is what do they do in the middle of their renovation? How do they live without a kitchen if they're renovating a kitchen? How do they get by if they have kids or pets? All of those different things.
If you need someone to hold your hand through the project, Lord knows he's been there himself. Go and see Graeme Huguet at the Greater Vancouver Home Builders Association Renovation Seminar and Mini Trade Show.
We couldn't put it on for free without the generous sponsorships of Fortis BC, and corporate sponsors include Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation, the Sun, and the province. And one other thing, I know that Graeme is involved with this as well, the Parade of Renovated Homes. It's an opportunity to see professionally renovated homes and speak not only to the renovators and perhaps some of their trades, but to the homeowners to find out what their experiences were and how delighted they obviously are with their homes because they are on the parade. I know Graeme is always a participant, and his homes certainly do have, along with all the other renovators, the wow factor.
Fantastic. Now, Peter, I know you have some packing to do. Please stay in touch. We want to talk to you real soon. Great job, you guys. Graeme will talk to you on the radio next Saturday morning.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you, Peter.
Always a pleasure.